Welcome back to The Explainer. Look, if you're tuning into this, you probably know the deep, incredibly real frustration of desperately wanting to improve your spoken English, but feeling completely stuck because you have absolutely no one to practice with. It's a wall so many of us hit, right? You've got all the vocabulary locked in your head, but when it actually comes time to speak, the words just kind of refuse to flow because you lack a native speaking partner.
But here's a really fascinating truth from our sources. While finding a dedicated practice partner is definitely tough, building flawless, confident fluency entirely alone is actually highly achievable. Seriously, it's not just some fallback plan, it's a proven, rock-solid strategy. Today, we're going to look at exactly how you can transform your isolated environment into the ultimate language learning laboratory.
Okay, let's dive into this. Think about the stark difference between high-stress and low-stress situations. You literally cannot build confidence in a chaotic workplace or while trying to keep up with a fast-talking native speaker on the busy streets of New York. I mean, those are pretty much the most stressful environments possible. You absolutely must build that foundational confidence first in a low-stress environment, entirely by yourself, where there is zero judgment and zero pressure.
So, here's the blueprint for today's explainer. We are going to seamlessly organize over 24 techniques into one chronological daily schedule, starting with the solo speaking solution, moving into morning routines, afternoon immersion, evening reflection, and finally building your daily habit.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the solo speaking solution, and how isolated practice is a vital stepping stone to building that foundational confidence.
Which brings us right into Section 2, morning. Start your day with low-pressure morning routines.
Okay, to get your brain thinking in English right out of bed, try what's called the Describe What You See method. It's super simple. Step 1, pick an everyday object. Step 2, describe it with vivid details. Step 3, share your personal opinions or feelings about it. Actually, I challenge you to look at your morning surroundings right now, your bed, a window, your desk, and just start vocalizing your observations out loud.
And this brilliantly illustrates what that looks like in practice. This is an exact quote from our source material from Teacher Tiffany. Just listen to this. It's a small, white ceramic mug with a blue rim. The design is very minimalistic. Drinking from it helps me start off on the right foot each morning. See? Just by looking at a simple coffee mug, you generate rich, descriptive language. You're talking about the ceramic material, the rim, the design. It turns a totally boring object into a fantastic speaking exercise.
Let's actually highlight a specific phrase from that mug description. Start off on the right foot. This means, to begin something well. By narrating your mundane morning moments, you naturally introduce powerful native expressions into your daily repertoire. You're not sitting there memorizing dry flashcards. You're attaching vocabulary to your actual real life.
Here's another incredibly effective morning technique. Talk to the mirror. While you're washing your face or brushing your teeth, a routine you already do every single day anyway. Simply state your upcoming tasks aloud in English. Say, today I'm going to the gym. I'm going to meet my coworker. This simulates a natural conversation. Get your vocal cords moving in English, and dramatically boosts your confidence before you've even stepped foot out of the bathroom.
Let's move to the daily practice schedule and see how this builds from a quiet morning into a highly active afternoon.
Entering Section 3, Afternoon, Active Immersion Techniques and Engaging with Multimedia.
As your day picks up pace, your English practice really should too. Check out these active immersion techniques. You can shadow a podcast clip, which basically means speaking aloud at the exact same time as the host to match their natural rhythm. You can use Youglish to practice correct intonation. Instead of texting, send audio messages to friends so you have time to prepare your thoughts. Change your phone settings to English, or hey, just put on an English song and sing along out loud. The variety here is just incredible.
Now, what's really interesting about this point is the absolutely crucial advice to avoid passive listening. You must actively repeat and answer aloud. I mean, there are literally hours of Speak With Me conversation videos on YouTube. Do not just sit there passively watching them. You have to hear your own voice. When the video asks you a question, pause it and answer out loud.
Also, in the afternoon, try explaining how things work. Choose a super familiar process, like how to send an email. Then, explain it step by step aloud in English. Say things like, first, open the app. Then, type the address. Finally, click send. This perfectly trains your brain to use logical transition words, making your real-world conversational flow so much smoother.
All right, slowing things down for Section 4, Evening. Time to reflect and wind down, solidifying your progress.
As the sun sets, we want to slow the vocal pacing down for some low-stress reflection.
Try the 5-minute daily story method. Choose simple topics from your day and just speak continuously for 5 minutes straight. If you make a mistake, who cares? Keep going. Recapping your day's events builds immense conversational endurance.
To paint a vivid picture of what this actually looks like, here's a fantastic source anecdote. This learner is literally just talking about spilling their breakfast. But look at the language. While preparing oatmeal, I accidentally spilled some on the counter. Honestly, the whole situation was stressful, but I just went with the flow. This completely proves that even a clumsy mistake like dropping your morning oatmeal makes for world-class, realistic speaking practice. And check out the awesome idiom extracted from that oatmeal story. Go with the flow, meaning to relax and accept things as they happen. Reflecting on your daily mishaps naturally leads to learning and practicing emotional vocabulary. You're learning how to express your daily frustrations and resolutions in English, exactly like a native speaker would.
Now, right before bed, if 5 minutes just feels way too long, use the 3 things method. Say one thing you did today, say one thing you learned, and say one thing you plan for tomorrow. This is a brilliant, highly structured way to organize your thoughts and close out your daily practice right before your head hits the pillow.
And finally, Section 5, building your daily habit, because at the end of the day, consistency is key.
Look, knowing all these incredible techniques from our sources is entirely useless if you don't commit to turning them into a daily habit. Start with just 5 minutes a day. Establish a strictly boundaried goal to prevent yourself from feeling totally overwhelmed. Don't promise yourself an hour and then quit after 2 days, right? Commit to 5 minutes and build from there.
So, the crucial point is locking in these final rules for habit success. Do your practice at the exact same time and in the same place every single day to build that mental trigger. Accept that language learning goes up and down. Some days you're going to feel super fluent, other days you'll stumble, and that's okay. And finally, consider using AI voice apps for speaking practice. Why? Because unlike your polite coworkers who will just smile and nod when you make an error, an AI tool will actually correct your grammar and vocabulary mistakes in real time. Game changer.
Well, we've covered the morning setup, the afternoon immersion, the evening wind down, and the rules of habit building. You now have the ultimate daily schedule. So I leave you with this final question. What will you describe in the mirror tomorrow morning? Will it be your goals, a reflection on your day? Pick your topic right now and get ready to start speaking. Thanks for joining me on The Explainer, and keep practicing.